Ora viva pessoal, my name is André and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So in the last gameplay, I to be honest don't remember exactly what I focused on, but on this video I want to focus on two things, but I will most likely only be able to do one. So at the end of the video, I remember this, at the end of the video I have set up this little cooling system so that our pincher pepper plants can be cooled down and they are all working. So that's number one. The second one that I wanted to achieve, but I will not be able to, is I wanted to step into this oil biome here so that we can start adding oil thingies and start extracting oil so that we can then make petroleum for our rocket. That's not going to happen because, as you can see, we have quite a few, or quite a lot of water to extract from here, so it's going to take a fair amount of time. It's not going to happen in this video. I do think I will be able to actually finish this request here, because the only thing that we need is to deliver 3 unique food items that must be either 4 or higher, and I believe we have access to those. And let's see how it goes. As always, guys, do not forget to hit the like button in this video. Very important. Please drop a comment or two for the algorithm. And as always, go check out my channel. Consider subscribing. And let's move. Okay, now. There's actually... Whoa. Did I break something? Apparently not. But this got broken. Not a problem. Let's just dig this. And that. Beautiful. Okay, so again, and I have no idea how this is possible, we have some water here. I don't know how this can happen, but I will have to work on it, and I'm going to simply remove the floor from this. It's not a problem because the temperature here is 11 degrees, the temperature of this is 25, and it is okay. So my purpose is to have our duplicants not getting wet, because some of them get really upset with that. What's that? Granite. And we also have water falling in here for whatever reason. Peraí. Okay. This could be a potential problem. Let's actually remove the water being dropped in here. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. You are going down to... So you are with almost 2 tons. Yeah. Oh, this can actually be fixed. Well, I like this better, to be honest. Yeah, I rather this overflows. This was an accident, by the way, so I had no idea that this would happen this way. But I rather this to overflow to the right than to the left. Although, quite honestly, we can now just remove this. And it should be nice. You know what? No. I was gonna add... I can actually add mesh tiles here. So this... Let's cancel this and that. And I'm going to add a mesh tile here. My purpose is so that it goes down. So it's still a floor, just in case something falls. But it doesn't hold on water, so it just drops there and that's good. Okay, let's also do that. So, and I am going to also... do that. So this will drop directly here, which will go directly here, which is a bit of a problem because we are emptying this area. That's a problem. Well, let's hope that I don't have water, just polluted water. Okay, so I need to I need to work on this a little bit better. Okay, you are with a lot of water, which is great. Meteor showers. Okay, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. If I go here, we should have enough plastic, correct? Plastic and that. Okay, let's now send somebody out. Oh, the range is 0. Oh, because we need a... Okay, that makes sense. We need carbon dioxide, but let's just... Now, this is not the best solution for this. But to be honest, since we're going to ditch the carbon dioxide rocket, I'm not exactly worried about how I'm going to store the carbon dioxide. So, it is where it is. Let's just remove that. Okay. This should be sufficient to go to where I want to go. Okay. Next. Okay, this is still a thing. I wonder if I should move part of this to here. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. So, I'm going to add some liquid reservoirs here, and the reason is very simple. I want to clear part of that thing. So, you're gonna go here, and then you're gonna go there. Let's deconstruct that. Okay, that way they're gonna make this happen. Now, what's preventing this from working is, let's see. You're overheating. Okay, that's not good. You're made out of cobblestone. Okay, we're gonna have to make these out of something more durable. Let's... Oh, by the way, speaking of that, let's just remove all of the auto repairs. I always expect the game to crash when I do this, because the game is so... this is so heavy that I'm always going, oh, this is not gonna go well. Okay. Gold amalgam. Let's go there. It should be sufficient. Right. Let's also do that. And you... Oh, but I can actually cancel the construction. Change material. Gold amalgam. Or to rebuild. They're going to deconstruct and reconstruct, but I don't need to be there. Know what I mean? That's the good part of it. Okay, this is working. And once this kicks in... Once this is built, we will be able to... Let's do construction. Let's do an 8. Let's do that for the time being. Or that. So... That way we will be able to start filling 2 of the reservoirs, lowering the pool of water. I hope. Okay, there you go. There you go, exactly. And I will be able to simply remove this. And... we will only be using one of them. Okay. That way, this can go up to 125 degrees. This is salt water. It can most likely go a little bit above 100 degrees, but I think it goes up to 100 and maybe 10. I don't know. But this is currently at 80 degrees. It should not. But I need to ditch this if it's... below 40. Okay. I'm not sure if this is working the way I am hoping it's gonna work. Let's see. It's glitchy. Okay. 60. Beautiful. Fully working. So that's what I want. See that? So the plants are all getting warmer, which is great, independent of how cool the water is getting inside. Now, what happens here is the water should theoretically go down. The water temperature should theoretically go down because the plants are actually getting cool down by the water that I'm giving them, which means that there's a heat transfer between the plants that want to get cooler and the water that I'm serving or that I'm going behind the plants, which is hotter. So we should see the water going down. See that? 40.3, yeah. 40.2, yeah. The water will eventually start going down. Exactly. And the water's at 70 something. Beautiful. So this means that I'm always going to... I will always be cooling down this pocket of water with the water that I'm serving the plants with. So the water that I'm serving the plants with is currently at 18 degrees, which is a shocking difference, to be honest. But eventually this water might actually end, and we will serve it with this water that we have here. No, not that one, this one here, which is quite lower than that. So we're going to serve the pincher pepper plants with almost negative temperature water. So this will become much more interesting. So this will heat up the water, and at the same time we are going to cool down the water. Now eventually we might come up into a situation where the average of the water is not capable of sustaining it, but I'm seeing this happening in a very long range, so it's not for now. Okay, so if we go here, see, 64 degrees. Yeah. And we are basically transferring the temperature. Yeah, our environment is actually basically changing that. Oh, there's a bit of a difference now, which is very good. Okay. I am going to change two things. First of all, I'm going to add the tile here so that then I can mop this. And I will add an airflow tile here so that the water is leveled out. And that should be what I want. Okay, they're going to do that eventually. Now, rocket. Let's go view interior. Okay, that means that I can now send a duplicate out. Next, oh, I need to remove the suit. There you are. Let's simply unequip suit, and there you go. Now, it would be best if I could come up with a solution where the suits can be removed. I don't need it. Now, I don't need to send a researcher, but the researcher should be faster at researching, right? So we should... Sorry. There you go. She should be much faster. Okay. Now, I'm not exactly sure when I will actually send her down, but I'm gonna wait for something to go like, I don't know, your duplicate is stressed or something like that, you know? Okay, so if I go here... Okay, so that is done. This also seems to be done, right? Which is very good. Okay, where's the fish? Please... Okay. I was hoping that that would not be a thing, but apparently it is. Okay, it is what it is. Okay. I'm actually going to use this water somehow. Not exactly sure how, but I will use it. Okay, this is going down, which is very, very good. And I need to be very careful because we have normal water here. And it should be polluted water only. So far, we only have polluted water, which is very good. Now, we have a lot of ice. And when this ice explodes, things are going to get interesting. But it is what it is. Okay. How are we with our friends, the Azure bugs, by the way? We have Azure. Okay, they're all Azure bugs. Now, I have a problem. And the problem is the refined phosphorite or phosphorus. If I go here, refined phosphorus. So I need to peraí. Let's go with what do I need? Phosphorite. So phosphorite. Phosphorite, if it gets heated above 243 degrees, it turns into liquid phosphorus. And once it goes to 44 degrees, it becomes refined phosphorus. So I need to drop phosphorite, correct? I need to drop phosphorite into something that's hotter than 243 degrees. Right, 244 degrees, so that it becomes a liquid, and then I need to extract that liquid and let it cool down so that it becomes refined phosphorite. And that is going to be a problem. Right. Phosphorite. Okay. So the refined phosphorus can only be obtained by that. So that's going to take something. I do have quite a few volcanoes here, which means that I am able to do that. The only thing that I need to do is cool it down eventually, right? And that's going to be a problem. But I would really like to solve it somehow. I don't know how, but I would really like to solve it. One way could be if I get this volcano, right? Let's say that do I have any volcanoes that are higher? So that if something goes wrong, I don't care. Okay, I don't. This one is way too close to my base. But here's the thing. Imagine this volcano, right? So I have this volcano. If I let this volcano... Now, this volcano emits magma that it emits at 300 kilograms per second at 1726 degrees, right? So I can... or I have a gold volcano here. This gold volcano is extremely badly positioned because I'd like to keep this abyssalite wall, but I might actually close this through here. If I close this here with insulated tiles, I gain a lot of space. And if I just let the gold come out, I get gold at an extremely high temperature. I can just drop phosphorite on the volcano. It will become a liquid along with the gold. I can let the gold drop into somewhere. And I can then, because I don't think I can, so I cannot extract the liquid gold at this temperature. I need to cool it down. To cool it down, I need to have something running around it, but I need to find a liquid that can go above 2000 626 degrees. And I don't know if I have any. I don't know if we have any liquid that can go up to this range. That's going to be an issue. Because one of the things that I can do is I can have... Or I can do something like this. I can have water here. The water will... So this will become a steamed area, right? And I can simply have the... What's it called? The steam turbine. I can have steam turbines on top of this, right? So I need to remove all of this. I can have some steam turbines on top. But the water at 95 degrees, which is what comes out from the steam turbines, will be dropped below the volcano. So the volcano will drop the contents. Let's say that the contents of the volcano are dropped to the left, right? They are dropped here. And then I'll drop the water at 95 degrees on top of that. That will solidify both the gold and the refined phosphorus, or the liquid phosphorus, which will be turned into phosphorite, refined phosphorite. Now, I'm not sure if it becomes a solid like a block, like this, and it needs to be dug out, or if it becomes a solid like this, and it becomes a little ball. I have no idea how that's going to work. So, I might experiment on that. My problem is, as soon as I open this bad boy, I'm asking for problems, okay? Because I really need to be able to contain gold at the temperatures that are going to come out. So I need to have... insulated tiles that are capable... Let's see, for instance, this. Sandstone. Properties. It melts at less than 1,000 degrees. So this is impossible. I cannot have that. So I think I can have airflow tiles, because as far as I'm aware of, airflow tiles and the liquids do not get into contact with each other. So it could be a possibility, but I don't know. As soon as I open this guy, I'm asking for trouble. I either make it right, or I'm asking for severe issues on my base. So I need to be very, very careful with that. So, yeah, something to study. And I'm about to sneeze, if I'm not mistaken. All this time I could have... Okay. Let me check the blueprint. So, print. There you go. Light of the Slicksters. Nice! I like that. Okay, so this is working, which is pretty good. I like this. And we are now filling this with hot water. Or, sorry, with water. And this is going down, which is very, very good. Okay, I like this. Okay. Yeah, I need to understand how I'm going to make that happen. Let's do deliver suit. How are things on the thing? She's completely fine. She has... How much plastic do you have? So how much data banks do you have here? 17 units. She's fine. She has absolutely no stress. She's just enjoying life. She's just sleeping, working on something that she likes. Yeah, she exercises, so we're giving her a good run. That's great. Pretty good. Let's see how far she can go. In the meantime, this is not going to be able to work. Well, it is what it is. Okay. What do we have here? I like this. 42 degrees. This is actually working better than I have anticipated. But, at the same time... I think... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2... Oh, but I need to do this. Granite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I don't need that. I can simply... That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, they cannot reach that area. But if I remove this... And if I say that, that, and that, they should be able to extract everything, and then I'm going to remove one by one. Not sure if that's going to work the way I want it to work, but it should. Because they can hop into here and remove it, theoretically. Let's now do that. See? Amazing. And now we have a bit more space, and we're all fine and dandy. Okay, how are we with the food, by the way? I don't remember what we are feeding our friends. Stuffed berry. How much stuffed berry do we have? 0? Most likely. Exactly 0. And is anybody starving? No, they all seem to be extremely happy. Oh, how are our friends here? 3 out of 9. Beautiful. Cozy. Body temperature low. Well, you can handle it, buddy. Incubating. Huh. Wow. Let's see if somebody comes here. You should be an 8. Nobody's visiting this guy. Go, 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 go before you stop. Beautiful. Right on time. Beautiful. Okay, so that was a thing. Building broken. Ladder, ladder. Okay, let's actually remove that. That. You are minus 11 degrees, so we're kind of okay-ish. No research focus selected, we know that. Okay. Yeah, I'm tempted to try out my solution first on this volcano here. And I'm not sure if I can actually... One of the ways in which we can achieve, and I've seen other guys do that, is if I have this volcano to just be in vacuum, and we have like doors, like, you know, manual airlocks with water circling, the water will cool down the door. At the same time, obviously, the door will be heated up by the magma that falls in it. And we will have... So the water will be cooled down. And we can at the same time... So we're going to have to use water, cool it down. But I'm not sure how fast the door will heat up. And how this works. And again, if this goes badly, I'm in a bad situation. So that's a problem. How are we here? 33 units. Beautiful. You know what? I think I'm gonna... Let me just go here. Okay. I like it. I like this. Yeah, let's do something like this and smile. There you go. Okay, that way it's... And she's... Oh, 1% stress. Okay, now, you know what's the problem with her? Probably radiation. She might start getting some radiation sickness. Absorbed radiation, 73. Probably not. She... Whenever she uses the bathroom, she loses 100 radiation. So it might be very possible that if she uses the bathroom soon enough, all of the radiation that she got will actually be excreted out. Let's see. I'm gonna wait a bit. Okay, we are 10 rads away from actually... There you go. It does not reach the 100. So she's fine. I could leave her here forever and she will just keep working. 41 units. I like that. Guys, I'm gonna leave the game here. I was unsuccessful in making all of the things that I wanted to make. We are still a bit far away from this, to be honest. Although I can start mopping things here. Not there. But it's gonna take us a fair amount of time for this to happen. So, yeah, it'll be something to work on later. Once it becomes available. So, not at the moment. You're gonna be dormant within 75 cycles. Okay. So, but and I forgot about this guy. I'm going to do this on the next video, which is going to happen right after this. And this is a minor volcano, but still super hot. It just excretes less magma, 150 versus 300. Yeah, but this one is deep inside. Oh, this is a copper volcano, 226. 226. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna go. I will actually be doing a video right after this one. And I will most likely focus on this guy here. The Gravitas shipping container. Because this is gonna take a fair amount of time to actually finish. We have a potential load of... You know, I could actually just add another pump. Here. What do you guys think? And just remove twice as fast. Because how are we with the power? Power-wise, we are kind of okay-ish. Although I'm using more and more power every day. Which might become a problem. I also need to send cold water here. You know what? I think I'm going to... Yeah, I might actually prepare this to be closed and then use this area. I don't know. Guys, I gotta go. So, I will be, so to you it's gonna be a new video, but I will be going for the recording in the next 5 minutes. And I will try to understand what I will be doing on the next recording, but most likely, I will be focusing on our friend here, just to take this out of the way. And I could probably go with this. This is actually interesting. Our duplicants actually gain good stuff when they use this. Probably. Yeah, guys, that's it. Thank you much for watching. And as always, I hope to see you on my next video. Bye-bye.